Dear students, welcome back to Bishop Academy online classes. Today we have to get discussed over problems of Indian agriculture for the student of class 10th in subject geography under lesson agriculture. So here you find that problems of Indian agriculture are a small size of holding. It is the great problem of Indian agriculture. As you find in India, there is too much population. India's population is too much, and that's why due to partition in families, people have small holdings, okay, and that's why modern machinery could not be used in their farms. Second is quite low yield. In India, there is lack of what? High yielding varieties. That's why the production is quite low. Next, that is dependence on rain. As you find in India, monsoon type of climate could be found, and for a long time people do not provide too much care over irrigation facilities, and that's why crop failure could be get by the farmers frequently. Next, that is subsistence agriculture. So you find that here India, most of the farmer grown up crop for their own consumption and not to sell on the market, and that's why they do not practice intensive way of agriculture. Okay, they are satisfied with small or sparse production. Next, orthodox peasantry. This is means most of the farmers of India are orthodox. They practice the ancient methods of agriculture, and that's why their production is quite low, and they do not get involved in cash crop production. Next, that is low soil fertility. Next point is low soil fertility. In India, you find that though most fertile plains of the world found in India, but its proportion is very small, and that's why people have to face the problem of low fertility. As in India, there is lack of potash in soil, and that's why fertility could not be maintained. And last, there is lack of infrastructural development. Means there are lack of cold storage houses, silos, such type of things which preserve the production of farmers. So which type of things could be done to improve this condition? So here you have to get knowledge, measures taken for improvement. This improvement, or you can say measures, could be divided into two groups. First, institutional reforms, and second, technological reforms. So first of all, we have to get discussed over institutional reforms. In it, institutional reforms, in which we have to first get discussed over the consolidation of holdings. Even if you talk with your parents, you get that Indian government run a special program come to be known as Chak Bandi, in which it collected all the land holding of a person within a village, due to which the size of holding, the holding that is of a small size, it get increased into what called maximum size, which could be obtained by a farmer. Second, abolition of Zamindari, due to which there is what you call social disparity could be curtailed. Means in olden days you find that zamindars have a lot of land and they could not utilize it, okay, but here you find due to abolition of jamidari, most of the farmers get sufficient quantity of land and they directly get involved in agriculture, due to which the production increased. Next, that is sealing off on land holdings. This is the process through which government seize the too much amount of land which collected at a person. So, as you find, if a person possesses more than 30 acres of land, then the land which is essential for his survival, government live with that particular person, and the rest of the land has been seized and distributed among farmers. Next, fixation of agricultural price, so that the farmers could get sufficient what you call price for their production. Next, government run various type of awareness programs, so that the people could use new means, methods and modes of production in agriculture. Even government run crop insurance. It is the what you called most important step to improve the condition of farmers, as in India farmers have to face frequent crop failure. In this condition, this crop insurance provide them too much benefits. Next, that is agricultural universities. Government established various universities throughout the country. These universities get involved in research work, and due to which new high yielding varieties and disease resistance varieties or drought prone varieties started to be flourished, so that the farmer could get a lot of benefit. And even government established National Rural Development Bank for providing assistance to the farmer, means to say for providing credit to the farmers for crop production. Government established NABARD, a special bank. Next, technological reform. In technological reform, the very first is green revolution. It is the composite term used for increasing production in our agriculture. Okay? It includes introduction of high yielding varieties. Here you find HYV, that is high yielding varieties. So, such crops started to be introduced in India, due to which the India which have to get dependent over the food grains coming from other countries, now India could be capable of growing sufficient quantity of food grain and started to export it to various countries. Along with it, introduction of chemical fertilizers, weedicides, pesticides, etc. to protect their crops. Even introduction of modern machinery like combine, tractor, various type of sprayers. Okay? The agricultural work become quite easy, and the person could get what you call assurance in the field of agriculture. Next, that is assured irrigation. Various type of irrigational products like tube wells, sprinkler sets and such type of other facilities established to be flourished throughout the countries, due to which the condition of farmers improved. And last, new means and methods of agriculture started to get practiced in our country, and these new methods, as you find in agriculture, farmer started to grow the sapling of paddy instead of sowing them directly to the land. this process of transplanting increase the production by just double or triple. So such type of practice started to be used by Indian farmer. So I hope you understand the topic, what problems of Indian agriculture and the measures that have been taken by our government to solve entire these problems. Now you have to read the chapter from your book to understand it properly, and still if you have remained some confusion, you could comment in Google Classroom. I will provide you solution of all your problem, and still if you have some problem, you could ask it to me even in the schools. Thank you.